Today, I am not going into school. Matter of fact, I might just fucking trade off this shit. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck the limit order. I'm fucking in this bitch. We're not in absolutely crippling drawdown. Yeah, fuck this. I'm out this bitch, bro. I'm out this bitch. What is up, everyone? It is day 45, I think, of going all in on day trading until I'm profitable. So, today, I am not going into school. My hay fever is really bad, as you'll probably be able to tell. I'm snorting like a pig, or I either look like I'm crying 23 hours of the day. And that's not pleasant to be sat in school. Fucking, you're in a classroom, especially like yesterday I had a maths exam, and you're there like snorting like and then because I can't breathe properly, I'm there like drenched in sweat. So there's absolutely no fucking chance I'm going in today. I'm just gonna fucking trade. Little lion. I did want to do back testing already today, but I'll still get the back testing done. Right now I'm actually testing to see how good a 1-to-1 between maybe 1 to 1.5 risk to reward would be. Because I was thinking, if I primarily targeted the easiest draw, like a 5-minute draw of liquidity or a 5-minute high for every trade I took on this account, I would have had a payout by now. And I would have had, literally, if that was the only variable I changed, I would have had a payout by now. Not only that, but having an increased win rate, which is guaranteed. Well, it's not guaranteed, but from what I backtested, an increased win rate is guaranteed with changing the strategy to a 1-to-1 to 1 to 1.5, whatever the nearest draw is. So therefore, you can risk even more money per trade because from what I've backtested so far, I've had a 2-trade losing streak max. Now, I've only backtested 1 month. Okay. And those 2 losses were the only losses in the month. And trust me, I backtested that shit properly. But I was just thinking, not even backtesting, like literally going back from the month of April, because today is the last day of April. I just went back from the month of April and went, hang on. If I literally just altered my risk to reward, I could have upped my risk on every trade, and therefore, you're accounting for the half, because you're making half the profit per trade, right? But because your win rate's higher, then you can risk more. Hopefully that makes sense. I think it makes sense. So, I kind of feel like that's the meta. Also, the guy I learned off, TJR, he literally doesn't even target 1-to-2s most of the time. He's not even targeting a 1-to-2. So why on earth am I targeting a 1-to-2 when I'm a worse trader? But, little recap from yesterday. I took 2 trades. 1 trade, stop loss. 2nd trade, stop loss. Stop loss it. But the 2nd trade ran into crazy profit. I was really expecting those equal highs to get hit. And after they didn't get hit, I was like, fuck, well maybe I'm just smoking crack. But then I watched TJR's, he did like a review of the day, and I saw that he was like, why the fuck have these equal highs not get hit? And also, the fact that yesterday was one of my worst losing days ever, I was kind of pissed off. But I saw some guy online, he blew like 500 accounts, and then I saw TJR, he didn't lose anything, but he missed out on the 200k of floating profit he had. And I was like, you know what? Not that I feel bad, because TGR does, well, no, okay. I don't feel bad. Obviously, it's always nice for someone to collect 250k. But I was thinking, there's always someone out there who's got it worse. Like, I haven't blown an account. I'm not super deep. I'm not super deep in drawdown. Yeah? So it could be worse. It could always be worse. And even when it gets worse, it could always be even worse. That's literally always been my mindset. Never complain, because it can get worse. And when it gets worse, it can get even worse. And it's always worse for someone else. So, my left eye's starting to itch up. Fuck. Okay, I'm actually gonna do proper cardio instead of hopping off right now. I'm gonna fucking do an extra probably 15 minutes. So, yeah, I'm trying to get shredded. Wait. Are they there yet? Oh! Nah, that's probably just gonna be embarrassing. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'll talk some more when I'm doing some stretching. One important thing that I need to get across is 100 average fucking dudes are not taking out a gorilla. I promise you that. 100 dudes. Oh my days. Like, this argument is so stupid. 100 average dudes. 100 average dudes, you're gonna have like fucking like a good 60 of them are like chronic porn watchers. Another fucking 30 are gonna be obese fucking cunts. And they might be 10 who actually, have a bit of survival instinct and can fucking take it out. So 90 of the dudes are just gonna be getting absolutely just mauled. And it's gonna be like 10 dudes who can do something, but then you say, well, can 10 dudes actually take out a gorilla? Fuck no. Now, it depends who the 10 dudes are, because I see shit like saying we need a load of like UFC fighters to fucking, prime boxers to hop in the fucking fight. But if you weigh 135 pounds, you're not doing shit against a gorilla. I'm sorry. I know you know how to fight, but the gorilla doesn't give a fuck. The gorilla is gonna grab you by the fucking skull and go and fucking crush a little 135-pound fucking MMA fighter. I don't give a shit. We can't have MMA fighters. You have to weigh, and this is going for me, you have to weigh 200 minimum. If we're gonna take down a gorilla with 100 people, everyone needs to be 200 pounds minimum, right? And we're probably going to have to resurrect some motherfuckers. We're going to have to bring back Prime Ronnie Coleman. We're going to have to bring back Prime Jay Cutler, Prime Phil Heath, and Prime Dorian Yates. And we're going to have to bring a load of mass monsters, is my point, to come fight this motherfucking gorilla, because average people aren't going to sort a gorilla out. You need people the same size as the gorilla, but not fat fucks. We need mass monsters, yeah? I think bodybuilders, 100 top-level bodybuilders, not even of all time, 100 top-level bodybuilders to this day, we need 100 of those motherfuckers. I think they could take out the gorilla. They have the testosterone to take the gorilla. They have the mass to take the gorilla. Have I stretched this leg? I don't know. They have the mass, they have the testosterone, they have the drive to take out the fucking gorilla, all right? If you take average people, yeah, no. Average people aren't going to want to die for that shit, okay? Trust me. I think if it were average people, I just don't see... what the fuck am I on about? I just don't see how 100 average people are taking the gorilla. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it kind of pisses me off. People like, look, if I'm elected to go fight the gorilla, I'm going in balls to the wall. I'm gonna try my hardest to fuck the gorilla up. I'm just saying, I don't think we're gonna fuck it up, right? I'll stop. I'm just repeating myself. I'll stop going on about that. What else do we have to talk about? It's a nice day outside today. Fucking hell, yeah. It's I think it's like the hottest day of the year, like so far, and it's still April, so that's pretty nice. Typically, like last May in the UK. Damn, we haven't talked about anything. I'm going to get to the trading in a sec. Last year in May was like the nicest month of the year. And that was sick because I had my GCSEs and I could just sit outside with the fucking study leave and just fucking chill in the sun. That was nice. So hopefully May this year's nice. Not if it's at the cost of like fucking July and August being shit, because that's what happened last year. July and August especially August was dreadful. But fucking, what am I even going on about? Why am I talking about that? Yeah, so 24 degrees, pure sunshine. There's not a cloud in the motherfucking sky. And, yeah, I might just sit outside and trade. Quite frankly, who's that? I might just sit outside and trade. I just realised I left the door wide open, so the neighbours have just heard all my argument about the fucking gorilla. Every door's wide open. Yeah, let's go shut the door. Let's go shut the door. The motherfucking neighbours, this guy sat outside. The door is open. The door is open on the left side, but the guy on the right, I was so loud about that fucking gorilla conversation. That the dude on the right's probably just heard me because I can see him chilling in his garden and he's probably like, what the fuck is this kid talking about? Imagine they knew, like, imagine someone heard this conversation and then they found out that like 1,000 to 2,000 people watch these videos. They'd be like, what the fuck? How are 1,000 people sitting through fucking 20 minutes of this bullshit? I mean, sometimes I think about it like that, to be fair. This has been like completely untrading related. I'm so sorry, but nah, I'm actually not. It's my fucking channel. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. If you stage, you're a real motherfucker. Anyway, I'll do pre-market analysis today. This is what happens when I sell my dog. We have to go inside. Because I need to go upstairs and I can't leave the door open. Now look at her. What are you doing? What are you doing? We need to go inside. Oh. She thinks Mum's home. Okay, we're going inside now. We're going inside. Should we go inside? Well, this is the type of day I'm talking about. This is the type of day I'm talking about. Right, come on. We need to go inside. Come on, let's go. 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 Yay, we're inside. Oh, how nice this day is, bro. Even my cat's outside. She don't usually come outside. She's hiding, bro. Why's she hiding? Anyway, this shit is nutty, bro. This shit's nutty. Let's see the legs. Ooh. So, I was trying to do some back testing out here, but the sun is too bright, so now I'm low-key just chilling, watching a TGR vlog, which is not productive at all, but low-key, bro, gotta make the most of when the sun out in the UK, because this shit don't happen often. What you gotta say? But yeah, I'll probably hop inside, do like an hour of back testing. But as I said, just make the most of the nice weather, because it'll probably be gone in 2 days. It made me think like that shit you see, like, I'm gonna make it in trading and then sit on a beach, like, bro, that shit's not doable. Because first off, the sun's gonna be in the screen and you can't see shit. Second, fucking, you get sand between your toes. Third, there'd just be like, I don't know, like, just the noises would kind of, if you're trying to lock in, if you're trying to concentrate, I feel like the surrounding noises would be a bit annoying. But what am I on about? So I'm going to enjoy this for like maybe 20 more minutes and then go back in. Hello. Alright, what's up guys? So I'm here to trade right now. Obviously we've had some pretty high impact news. It's 10 minutes till market open. I'm gonna see if we can take any trades. Let me check, what news did we actually have? Because there's got to be some news in there somewhere. So let's have a look at the Forex Factory. What the fuck even was that? Oh, it was NFP. Okay. I'm pretty bullish. Just because we've taken out so many fucking lows. Like here. Matter of fact, I'd rather go on here. We've taken out this low. We've taken out... We haven't taken out that. What about you? ES is lagging like crazy. Okay, so on ES, potentially little SMT, a little SMT on these lows. That could be cool. That could be cool. Especially after the news, you know, I could expect this huge R imbalance to to be rebalanced. So that's kind of what I see with that. I mean, yeah, for real, I'll probably look for longs. Just because when you've got an imbalance this big, it's like, bro, we're probably gonna retrace into it, right? But the problem is that... No, I don't want that. We could retrace here and fucking plummet. We could retrace here, fucking go down. Could retrace there, go down. We could fucking fill the entire thing. It's like, how do we know when... I think you guys understand what I mean. It's like, how do we know when it's going to react and go back down? So, but at the same time, I could definitely see Friday's lows getting taken just because we are so goddamn close. But I'd like to see how the 4-hour closes. So that's kind of my thinking. We'll probably end up taking longs, but I think I want to wait for the 4-hour to close. So yeah, look, this is super ideal right now. We could have something crazy going on. IFVG with this candle, have a nice closure of the third candle, right? Create the gap, tap into the gap, boom. We also have Orcock, boom, here. This could be beautiful. I mean, we could just trade off this order block, but I kind of want an IFVG. I want more displacement than this. Like, I need a big fucking, big ass candle. Like, because this shit, it's like I was saying about here. Like, all we're doing is like, what, consolidation. None of these candles here are like breaking this kind of chop here. If that I'm not using super fancy terminology. And then you get one fucking blue candle, shits the bed. It's kind of like here. It's the same deal. Yes, on paper, you know, if I'm perfectly trading my strategy, yes, we've got a break of structure here. But the thing I'm realizing now, the more intuition I get, which I haven't even been trading in a year, so I don't have a crazy ton of intuition. I'm not saying that, but the more intuition I get, I realize, hang on, this candle's barely fucking, you know, it's barely moved out of this. What? Fucking like half an hour of chop we've had here. So it's just a matter of, can we, like, displacement? I probably just want like an IFVG. Matter of fact, I might just fucking trade off this shit. Fuck it. If we can close like that, I'm trading off that, bro. Oh, shall. Fucking shit. Hey, fuck that shit, bro. Fuck the limit order. I'm fucking in this bitch. Fuck that shit, bro. Right, stops down there. TP. Fucking do some shit like this. Probably target that type shit. Alright, so this trade ended up taking quite a long time to play out, so there's a bit of a time lapse here. You see me going back and forth between the Discord, because I was live in the Discord chat, which was actually quite fun. I might keep doing that, which, by the way, if you're not already in the Discord, join the Discord, link in description. But, yeah, you'll see kind of the mistake I make in just a moment. Let's go, bruh. Let's go, bruh. W's, bro. W's. Risk is off the table. We've extracted a bit of profit. We're not in absolutely crippling drawdown. W's, bro. W's. W's, bro. W's. Risk is off the table. We've extracted a bit of profit. We're not in absolutely crippling drawdown. W's, bro. W's. So, you can see I took partials at a really stupid risk to reward. I shouldn't have taken partials. I don't know why I did that. stop loss to break even, fine, just because of how wide the original stop loss was. Putting stop loss to break even would have been a pretty sound idea, okay? But taking those partials was not smart at all. So that's something I have to bear in mind for the future. As you'll see, it actually works out to be fine, and I end up hitting my profit I wanted anyway, but it just took way longer than I originally wanted it to. Yeah, fuck this. I'm out this bitch, bro. I'm out this bitch. Alright, I'm here for the post-market analysis. Obviously, we took a win. We'll get into what was taken now. So here you can see on TradingView that was the trade, but I'm just going to kind of go over it step by step. So daily was bullish. Why was it bullish? Well, this is NQ, by the way. We were in this gap. We're in an uptrend. Drew into a bullish gap. On the 4 hour, this is a really key kind of time frame. We had a load of low resistance or just draws of liquidity. Taken boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Fucking 4 hour gap. Bang. Retraced into. I'm like, I bet. I'm not going to short this shit. That would be retarded. Because on the 1 minute, we've got a huge ass imbalance. The problem with huge ass imbalances is, like I said while I was live in the Discord, which, by the way, I didn't go live on YouTube, I went live on Discord, so if you're not in the Discord, join that shit, is you don't know where this is going to bounce off of, right? To put it simply, I know that's not the best terminology, this shit could fucking, in this imbalance, it could rebound it and then go down. You don't know when it's going to go off, so that's why I don't want to short this shit. Longs look really nice. I was expecting it to be fully rebalanced, because that's usually what happens after, this was NFP, usually what happens after big news, shit gets rebalanced, from what I'm aware of. And then, coming on the 5 minute, we had a breaker structure here. The problem was, I don't just want to trade off one little break of structure after we've already had this